In the bustling world of global fashion, New York Fashion Week has always been one of the most highly anticipated stages each year. But in 2026, the atmosphere felt different. All eyes seemed to be focused on one name, Jeon Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, who finally marked his official debut at Fashion Week. More than just attending, Jungkook appeared as a special guest at Calvin Klein's Spring 2026 show, and that moment instantly became an international highlight. As soon as he stepped into the venue, the mood shifted. Cameras flashed, fans screamed, and fashion enthusiasts whispered in awe. Jungkook, long admired as a music and entertainment icon, now proved that he could also become a global fashion icon. With confidence, he walked into the event space as if he was destined to be there. What made the moment even more special was his outfit. Jungkook wore a neutral-tone suit, simple yet incredibly refined. Shades of beige and light gray wrapped around his frame, radiating elegance and masculinity. Many commented that Jungkook embodied timeless classic while maintaining a modern edge, all in one fashion choice. Calvin Klein, of course, was no stranger to Jungkook. Previously appointed as the brand's global ambassador, he had already graced several iconic campaigns. But to appear live at an official New York Fashion Week runway show was on a whole different level. This wasn't just about being the face of a campaign, it was about being the living representation of the brand in front of the global fashion community. The spotlights, the camera flashes, the cheering crowd, all highlighted Jungkook as the star of the night. International fashion media showered him with praise, calling his appearance one of the highlights of NYFW this year. Some even went so far as to crown him the new face of modern elegance. Outside the venue, armies filled the streets, screaming hysterically when Jungkook waved and flashed his signature smile. For them, this was both an emotional and proud moment. Their idol wasn't just being recognized on a music stage anymore, but also celebrated in the international fashion world. Inside the venue, Jungkook sat in the front row alongside some of the biggest names in fashion, Hollywood actors, and global influencers. His presence brought a unique energy, the aura of a K-pop idol blending seamlessly with the elegance of the fashion elite. Photographers couldn't stop capturing his every move, making sure not a single angle was missed. Beyond his clothes, small details like his hairstyle and accessories also sparked admiration. His hair was styled naturally, soft yet neat, highlighting the sharp features of his face. A simple watch and ring added to the look, making the overall vibe appear effortless, as if he didn't even need to try but still outshine the rest. After the show, social media exploded with photos and videos of Jungkook. Hashtags like #JungkookNYFW and #Jungkook Calvin Klein instantly trended across multiple platforms. Thousands of fans and fashion commentators posted about him, with the overwhelming majority agreeing. Jungkook had stolen the spotlight from even the professional models. Some fashion critics called his NYFW debut one of the most significant moments in the ongoing relationship between K-pop and global fashion. While other idols had been invited to similar events before, Jungkook's presence carried more weight, largely because of his strong ties with Calvin Klein and his unparalleled global influence. What made this night even more meaningful was how it marked Jungkook's transition from being just an idol to becoming a true global icon. He was no longer viewed solely as a singer, but also as a cultural representative of South Korea on the international fashion stage. It was a defining moment in his already brilliant career. Before the show began, a few media outlets managed to catch a quick interview with him. Humbly, Jungkook expressed how honored he felt to be part of Calvin Klein at New York Fashion Week. He also mentioned that fashion had always been one of his interests, and that he was excited to express himself through clothing. Those words only reinforced his image as someone genuine, humble, yet full of charisma. Unsurprisingly, major international outlets picked up the story, and his photos sitting alongside A-list celebrities went viral. The message was clear. Jungkook had officially entered the same league as the world's top stars. For Calvin Klein, Jungkook's presence was a massive win. The brand became more strongly associated with youth, boldness, and universal elegance. Every time Jungkook appeared in their designs, global publicity followed instantly. It was a win-win situation for both the brand and the superstar. Meanwhile, armies felt even prouder seeing how Jungkook remained true to himself despite being in such a high-profile setting. His warm smile, polite mannerisms, and the way he greeted fans showed that fame hadn't changed him. If anything, he seemed more authentic than ever, a quality that continues to win people over. Inside the venue, when Calvin Klein's Spring 2026 collection hit the runway, Jungkook was seen observing each detail carefully. His genuine appreciation for fashion as an art form was evident. Cameras caught glimpses of his awestruck expressions, which later circulated widely online and sparked endless discussions. One of the most talked-about moments came at the end of the show, when Jungkook stood and gave a standing ovation to the designers and models. That simple gesture further cemented his reputation as someone who carries himself with grace. Many concluded that he was truly born to shine on grand stages, whether in music or fashion. After the event, Jungkook attended an exclusive after-party with other VIPs. There too, his natural charm radiated effortlessly. Attendees couldn't stop praising him, with some declaring him the ultimate highlight of the entire evening. Beyond the glitz, Jungkook's NYFW debut reflected a larger narrative, the deepening influence of K-pop on global culture. Not just music, but also fashion, lifestyle, and art. Jungkook embodied the proof that K-pop wasn't just a fleeting trend, it was a cultural phenomenon with staying power. This moment also opened doors for greater opportunities. Fashion insiders speculated that Jungkook could soon become a regular guest at other major fashion weeks, like Paris or Milan. Some even imagined the possibility of him launching his own fashion line one day. What's certain is that his Calvin Klein Spring 2026 debut left a lasting imprint. Every photo, video, and article about his appearance would serve as a reference point in fashion history. Major magazines had already announced that Jungkook would grace their special post-NYFW editions. In South Korea, the achievement was celebrated as a source of national pride. Local media highlighted how a boy from Busan was now sitting alongside Hollywood stars at global fashion events. Jungkook was hailed as a cultural asset, bringing more international recognition to his home country. For fans, the occasion also brought back memories of his journey. From a young trainee to becoming BTS's golden maknae, then a global superstar, and now making his official Fashion Week debut. His story felt like a living dream, inspiring countless people with his dedication and hard work. Of course, this was not the end, but rather the beginning of a new chapter. The fashion world had now opened its arms to him, and he had everything it takes to become a timeless icon. Striking visuals, undeniable charisma, and a genuine personality. Armies around the globe felt more connected to him than ever. They saw that their idol wasn't chasing fame for fame's sake, but instead using fashion as another way to authentically express himself. That bond between Jungkook and his fans grew deeper, transcending music and fashion alike. For Calvin Klein, history was made that night. By placing Jungkook at the center of their NYFW show, the brand solidified its position as one that resonates with youth and remains relevant worldwide. Their partnership was already being hailed as one of the most successful collaborations in modern fashion. In the years to come, Jungkook's appearance at Calvin Klein Spring 2026 would be remembered as one of NYFW's defining highlights. He proved that he was more than just a talented singer. He was a global icon capable of captivating the world across multiple industries. That night, Jungkook didn't just walk into a fashion show. He walked into a new era of his life. One where music, art, and fashion converged into a powerful identity. The identity of Jungkook, BTS's golden maknae, now shining on a global stage like never before. His journey is far from over, but his official debut at New York Fashion Week stands as undeniable proof. Everything Jungkook touches turns into a global phenomenon. And for fans, this is a memory they will carry with them forever. In the end, Jungkook's Calvin Klein Spring 2026 debut was far more than just another fashion event. It was a statement, a symbol, and a milestone, marking the transformation of a K-pop star into a true global fashion icon.